Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be making a sugar flower daffodil. So this is a gauge 22 wire. Okay, I'm going to be cutting three pieces out of this gauge 22, and each piece is about 5 centimeter or thereabout, or let's just say maybe 10 centimeters each. Okay, put these three pieces together and tape them together with floral tape, white floral tape. Now I'm taking just a little. I have dyed my gum paste into 2 shades of yellow. Okay, so I'm taking the lemon yellow because I have lemon yellow and I have egg yellow. So I put some glue and I'm going to put a tiny board on top of this wires that I have taped together. Okay, so using my Drixden tool now, I'm going to be putting some marks, some lines on top of this board, and then we are going to be setting it aside to dry. Okay, now we are still going to be making another part of the center, because this is the center of the sugar flower daffodil. I'm going to be cutting gauge 26 wire. I'm going to be cutting out 5 pieces of wire. Okay, and they are going to be about 5 centimeter each or shorter. Okay, and then we are going to be taping them with some white floral tape, and with some gum paste I'm going to be making a board for each of these pieces that we have cut. We are actually needing 5 pieces. Okay, so I'm just going to be using my Drixden tool to put some marks on the gum paste that I have made. Okay, so if this is your first time on my channel and you like what you're seeing, we are all about sugar flowers and cake decorating in this channel. So you can look below and click on the subscribe button. Do not forget to also click on the notification bell so that you know when we post awesome videos like this. You can give us a thumbs up, share our videos, drop a comment. We would love to hear from you. Okay, so I said we are making 5 of this, and now we are going to be putting them on the board. Okay, close to the board that we have made. We are going to be putting them around it. Okay, like they are worshiping the god. The god is the one in the center, right? So you are going to be putting 5 of them roundabout, and they are going to be shorter than the first one. The first one you made should be in the center, and it should be taller than all of them. Now with your floral tape, you are going to be taping this together, and I'm going to be adding a gauge 18 wire again to make it so that it's going to form the center, so that we will have the full flower, something that the flower can stand on, because you don't want it too short. But if you don't mind it being short, then you can leave it the way it is and just continue. But I wanted something that will be long, and so I'm adding a gauge 18 wire in the center and taping it down. Okay, so that my flower will have something, a stem to hang on to. Okay, so we'll set it aside to dry, and now it's time to make the cup of the daffodil. I don't know if that's what it's called, but that's what I call it. Okay, so cut a tiny ball, a tiny piece of egg yellow gum paste, and then form a teardrop. Okay, then we are going to be inserting a bulbous tool in the center to create a center, right? And then we are going to make it bigger and wider by putting the larger side of it. Okay, then I'm going to be using my balling tool to make it bigger, expand it, and make it thinner at the edges. Okay, by pulling the gum paste forward gradually until everything looks thin enough. There's another method of making the cup of the daffodil, but I think I prefer this particular method, because with this method you don't have any seam and you don't have any fear of it tearing. It's just easy to make and you can quickly make so many flowers at the same time. Now once we have everything the way that we love it to look, once it looks okay, you are going to be inserting the center that you have made into your cup. So you are going to be putting some sugar glue in the center and inserting this center into the cup, and then you are going to make sure that it's well put into the center. Make sure it looks nice, and then pinch the bottom to make sure that it's well adhered to your center, and then you set it aside to dry. You can either do that upside down or you can just keep it this way. It depends on how your gum paste feels, but mine was just okay, and so I just kept it that way. Okay, now it's time to make the petals. Roll out your roll out your gum paste on your table. I first use some cornstarch, okay, so that it doesn't stick to the table. Now I'm using a set of cutters that are suitable for making this daffodil flower, dahlia, or sunflower. Okay, I'm using the third number in the set, and I'm going to be cutting out 6 or 7, okay, 7 to be precise, because I always like to do extra just in case there's an accident, maybe one falls and it breaks, or maybe it cracks or something happens. But it's always good to have a backup plan so that you are not left stranded. So the daffodil needs 6 petals for each flower. Now this is gauge 26 wire. I'm going to be cutting it, and then that is what we are going to be using to put in the center of our petals. So I'll be inserting it into our petals, and then we'll be using our balling tool to pull out the gum paste just to make it a little bit thinner and make it just to make it a bit thinner. And then we are going to be putting it in the mold that is meant for the dahlia, the sunflower, or daffodil flower. Okay, this is the mold. Put it in it, and then pinch the bottom, pinch the tip, and then put it in an apple tray to dry. Now once all of your petals are dry, it's time to put your flower together. So I'm going to be using some red food petal color, okay, and I'm just going to be dusting the tip of the daffodil flower to make it look like it's sun-kissed, and then putting all the petals, and our sugar flower is ready. So I have an online class that I call the Sugar Flower Factory. In this Sugar Flower Factory, I teach you how to make sugar flowers, and I teach you how to make wafer paper flowers from the comfort of your home. If you like to know more, then you should look in the description box. You have a full caption on what the wafer paper flower factory is all about. I'll be so happy to see you in class if you sign up. So what do you think about the sugar flower? Is this something that you'll be doing? I love this flower, and I love the yellow color. Yellow color is always spreading happiness because it's a happy color.